I have started. I mean, broadcast that I have started. I have already messed up, and we are 2 minutes into this. The gist of this is positivity, and there's zombies at my door. What happened to all this positivity? You guys are already trying to break down my door. You guys are making me seem bad. I died. They're making me seem bad in the beginning of my own game through. Oh my god, he turned into a zombie. God damn it. Alright, so basically, what's going to be going on here, this is going to be my, this is going to be the new thing I'll be doing for, like, the rest of my life. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah, I love to play Minecraft for the rest of my life.
Oh, I mean, not just Minecraft specifically, of course, but, like, you know, everything. We're going to be doing a lot of playthroughs. This one happens to be the most, hopefully this will be the only low quality one, and then we'll go higher from here, because we have like a whole setup that's ready to be used, but like, you know, computers want to play with our emotions and shit, so like we gotta put a halt on that. But we got all the utilities to actually like be professional like recorders now. We just need to kind of put a little more effort into it. Yeah, as we're doing right now, as you can see, we're actually putting steps forward, putting time and effort into actually getting to our audience. So, what the goal of this little playthrough over here, or this world, is to grow a industrial cocaine farm.
Nice.
Yeah, I already got my my cocaine canes over here. We're gonna basically.
Hey, so they're not ready.
They're ready. They're ready now, Danny. God damn it. God damn it. You fucking. See, look, you scared away my my preparedness. Now I need to put this in there down. Good job. No shit. Okay. Personally, I feel like another good game to play would be Terraria. It's Free Fire.
What did you do?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Sheep, get back in there. Yeah. Thick sheep. Cocaine farm.
Kind of lag.
Yeah, that lag was a little cancerous, but it was okay. Oh, I may have broke that carrot by accident. It's not my fault, it's your fault.
You need a beach with some sand.
I do not need anything. Wait, is that a baby pig? I'm gonna kill it.
Brandon.
What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do about it? Yeah, hit me. Hit me. Kill one of these pigs. Yeah, hit me right here. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Little pig, run away. Run away, little pig.
He's my target.
You let them out.
God damn it.
You're not supposed to let them out. Alright, little pig, you can shoot. Follow me. Positivity.
Oh damn, I forgot positivity. It's not positivity, I forgot. Alright, positivity. With this headache in my head, we have to stick with this positivity. Alright, let's remake this person's house. God damn it.
Damn, the new interface menu, I'm not liking it.
This is gay, yeah, low key.
Skeleton. Snipe.
Oh, terrible.
God damn it, pigs, get back.
Oh yeah, and a couple of other things, you know. It's a good thing we got back into Minecraft, because a lot of these characters in Minecraft are pretty easy to make on to design, you know. Is that a walking water zombie on the land?
Yep, he's called the Drown.
Why is the drown not drowning?
Because he already drowned.
God damn it. But, yeah, I could literally make 3D models of these amazing Minecraft characters.
Oh yeah.
And print them out and do little, time lapses so that people can see them and all the little, like, people can, like, freak out at how, like, nothing turns into an amazing Minecraft character. And there's a creeper on that roof. That creeper on the wall. Nope. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna go inside. That creeper is giving me a headache. Then again, everything's giving me a headache. I don't need to deal with that. You just take my coal. I don't have any more coal, Daddy. God damn it. You racist. You took my coal.
That's not racism, that's communism.
Did you take my iron? Oh no, you didn't. I was about to say. I'm about to kill you. You took my iron. I remember I killed that iron golem that looked at me funny.
Oh, they only give you 1 ingot.
They gave me 3 ingots. Yeah. He knew he shouldn't have messed with me. There's a whole iron golem and I wanted to kill him. He's about to die. Minecraft is crazy. You know how you just like die and respawn and shit?
Yeah.
It should be real life.
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm taking your campfire and your beats, by the way. I don't know if these are yours.
God damn it, that's mine.
Are they really?
The villager took my other stuff.
Oh, hell, they stole you. Damn, you got robbed by a villager.
I know.
That's mad funny.
I robbed him first. Hey, there was stuff in here. Where'd it all go?
What would you got to offer, villager? 20 wheat for 1 emerald?
Nah.
It's not worth it. Well, we can't just be walking back and forth doing nothing. I guess we gotta go, be productive?
Yeah,
because that's what playthroughs are for. Be productive. God damn it, I'ma die a lot. You know, I'll die a lot. God damn it.
And now we play the waiting game.
The waiting game. What if I just like started a little cave right here? It never came out.
You could go ahead and do that.
I will, but like, I need some food to go under first.
Potatoes, just regular potatoes.
You know what? You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna go cook my potatoes now.
Did you plant some?
I did not plant some. These are my potatoes.
Plant like 1.
Fine. Planted 1. Oh, my cocaine farm looks like it's doing pretty well.
I think it's missing some water at the end here.
It ain't missing shit. That was a cough, thank you. I am just dying right now. The inside. God damn it. God damn it. I mean, you're right. Currently, I'm working on not forgetting everything that I have to do on the side. Cause, like, apparently, I forgot I had to get a job. I forgot it's like a thing that, like, people do in real life, you know? Like, people, like, have jobs and shit, and they get money and shit, and, like, they get up to go and get ready and dress in the morning and stuff. Like, I
just want to play.
I just want to play some. I want to play some PS forever. Like, I don't want to. And this is why this channel was made. This channel is to Fun. This is like, you know, the episode of South Park where they said, "Hey, go fund me and fuck you." This is like this is our version of that, you know. You
We don't
fund
have the
me.
Patreon yet, though.
We don't got a Patreon. They can't just pay us. But, like, you know, they can watch us and like, you know.
Okay, we'll pay you guys in wisdom and
Yeah, we give you guys wisdom and shit, and you guys treat us to
did you steal the
blast
bell?
furnace. Maybe maybe I may have borrowed a bell. I didn't think this was a blast furnace. I just thought it was normal furnace.
Nope, it's the blast one.
What the fuck does a blast furnace do?
Melts everything quicker.
It doesn't melt. Oh my god. Alright, whatever. I was just trying to fucking cook some meat, man.
It's metals.
Fucking bullshit.
Oh, I see a cave over there. I'm gonna go to it.
I would love to do that, but like, I have too much stuff in my inventory to like not have anxiety about it.
It's alright, I go with the full inventory sometimes.
You're crazy. You're insane. That shit wild.
I love it.
Some mood.
Embrace.
Embrace the crazy. Oh shit. Did I tell you about how me, Kyle, and Jalen almost got arrested?
No.
I mean, I posted it on my story, but like, it wasn't crazy to the point where people asked, but like, it was pretty serious.
What happened?
Basically, like, we found, well, I didn't find it. I was like hanging out with Jalen and them. They pulled a whole nighter over at my house. We were just hanging out, making some rap music, you know, chilling, and like, just chilling, listening to music and shit, just doing dumb shit. I was siphoning in my room, and we woke up and like, cause everyone was like, Jalen didn't sleep. He actually just stayed up watching YouTube videos while me and Kyle knocked out for like an hour or two.
That's like me right there.
So Kyle knocked out, I knocked out for a little bit, and he didn't knock out, so we got like monsters to keep us awake and shit. So we went to the deli. There's a second monster. Like, it was a second monster throughout the trip. If we took 3, from what I've heard, that's like a diabetic pain. Because there's 3 stripes on like monster.
I like how all of like this unhealthy stuff is readily available.
It's readily available, but like, you know, stuff that'll help you, like,
Stuff, you have to pay a lot of money.
you have to pay a lot of things for healthy stuff. And if you ever looked up B17, which is a vitamin, which is completely illegal, which makes no sense, which a vitamin, you know, a vitamin is legal. If you look up B17, it's a vitamin that's actually really good for you, and it's 100% legal, and you can get life in prison for having it.
Nice.
And you know what it does? You know what it does? You know what it does, America? B17 actually is proven to kill cancer cells.
Oh, I suspected that.
It's proven to kill cancer cells. Like, come on. Like, I don't know. You don't gotta believe me. You don't gotta believe me at all. Just look it up for yourself, to be quite honest. I'm not telling you to do shit. Like, seriously, like, I don't know, man. America, man. New York. Where it's better to make sure everyone doesn't know how to cure themselves. Or it benefits everyone more to pretend to help than actually help. America. Where the fat people get fatter and the skinny people get skinnier. Because the skinny people are the crack addicts or the drug addicts that they make sure stay on the street. You know? They put them in jail and shit. And they keep feeding them stuff. It's just bad. I don't know. Society's pretty fucked. We need this World War III to kind of clean up all of America.
Humanity sins.
Like, we need the survival of the fittest again, you know? Yeah, we need to make everyone kind of calm down and take a step back. Everyone plays too much. Like, we got Donald Trump and, you know, wait, didn't he, like, not get impeached?
Still in the process.
From what I heard, like he just did not. I don't know. Like I was on the train, and some like white person, like really really white person. I've been like on the train back and forth a lot
It's
lately.
unlikely that he will, because the House of Representatives is mostly Republican,
Yeah,
or Senate, whatever he's going to.
yeah, it's just crazy. Like everything's happened in front of our eyes, and we're just kind of like, hey, la.
Joking about it.
Yeah, man. Like it's crazy. I don't know, but I feel like racism is finally beats reason. You know, like what happened to like people just not being mean to each other?
It's long gone.
Like
Unless you're in this.
I remember when I was little, like at one point, like it was actually really peaceful. Like everyone was calm
That's
with each other
facts.
and shit. Like I don't know if I was a myth or some shit. Like it was like some like random time,
It
like
was a
while I was
dream.
little or some shit like that. But like people actually like genuinely
It was
like
all a dream. They send us out to the real world
it
when
was
we're
all a dream while I was little. Like people would like it was for a little bit, but like little kids used to actually play outside and shit. Like we used to play on our bikes for a little bit, and maybe this is where I grew up because like I actually grew up in a pretty ghetto place. Like I grew up in
I
like
used to live in the hood too, and it was pretty calm though.
yeah, like the hood like is where it's at because like you know people are still treated like normal kids and shit because they're not like being kind of dropped and like spoiled. It's kind of normal and like everyone is too busy to really try to kill each other. Like everyone's trying to pay their rent and shit to be violent, you know. And everyone's trying to get out of the hood, you know.
Yeah,
Like no one's trying to be hood in the hood.
people just like it. I don't know.
I feel like you have to go crazy into the hood to the point where like you can't tell the
Yeah.
difference anymore. Remember when I was little, I used to actually know my neighbors and shit. Like I used to actually like go outside and be like, hey yo, hey what's up, Sean? Like blank, like yo, you like I wouldn't have to text them and stuff like that. I'd just like see them playing outside. I'm like, Mom, can I play with them? Like, yeah, you can go play with them. Go outside and like I actually would stay outside, not looking at my phone for like hours, and like I just be outside and shit.
Yeah, I say the early 2000s was very great.
It was calm as hell, like very calm.
Maybe even the 90s too. We were alive back then.
If we were alive.
That's the thing. I always wanted to know how it would be if, I don't know, I was 2 years old or something like that.
2 years older, yeah, because you get a whole nother like life, bro. You know how many crazy things would have happened back then? How many people like like pill poppers and shit like that? And then like a whole different crowd.
Yeah.
Then you got like the emo kids. You got the I don't even know because there's like a whole different style. Like you know, just girls in general. Like
Grunge.
probably like they probably look like I don't know what's a stereotypical old like um I don't know my celebrities like that.
Facts.
Jimmy Kimmel or some shit like that. I don't fucking know.
Something.
I don't know. Like London, they all dressed from like London from the Sweet Life on Cody. Or on deck. That shit.
The early 2000s baggy clothes.
Yeah, like baggy clothes, kind of rap and stuff like that. Bell bottoms.
Apple bottom jeans.
Denim jeans.
Who remembers Rockaware? That was some real good stuff back then.
Rockaware?
Yeah.
Zero clue what that is.
Echo Unlimited.
Oh, I know Echo, the brand. It's clothing brand. Echo was like the shit, man. All the edgy skater boys had Echo.
They sold some really good stuff too, though.
Yeah, they sold some pretty cool stuff. I'm not saying they don't. Oh, zombie villager, get away from me. There's monsters nearby. God damn it.
Take care of him.
I'm gonna take care of him right now. Bro, like, sometimes I'm just like, what if I would run for president, you know?
Yeah, that would be a hard race to rig.
Yeah, like, I'd have to rig people, I have to pay off people, I'd do a lot of things. Just to get my name on the ballot.
Money.
Need bread. Like, don't you need you just need a lot. I remember hearing about.
Why is money the solution to everything nowadays?
I remember hearing what. There's one song. I don't know. You guys probably gonna yell at me because everyone knows the song. It was like, oh, who said money can't solve problems? They probably didn't have enough money to solve it. It was Ariana Grande lyric. I don't know.
That was a saying created by rich people. So basically, so they wouldn't have to pay poor people.
Makes sense. I wanna go find a water temple.
What?
I wanna go find a water temple at the same time I don't wanna die. Same time I do wanna die, but same time not in Minecraft.
Chill.
This channel is my creative outlet to be positive. Let out my inner demons.
Where's all my bread?
I took it all.
Dang it, Wendy.
I'm not getting that shit back.
I know.
We'll find a cave.
Cat just fell in with the sheeps.
Ooh, what if I just started freestyling while we were playing Minecraft? Do you think the audience would hate me?
Is the audience even there?
There's zero audience, but like, you know, this is a broadcast. It's just gonna stay on my channel. It does that. Like, my other broadcast is just chilling under my other things, so it's just permanently gonna be there. I mean, it's 22 minutes long already and nothing's happened.
Little gem.
I mean, it's not like nothing's happened. It's just a lot of commentary. There's just not a lot of things that can happen, to be honest. I blame your world. Your world is boring. 360. Oh shit! I almost died. I was one block away from just straight death, decimation, death, destruction.
Oh, there's a zombie in there.
Like, the more things I say, and like the more I kind of relate things back to life, you know, kind of realize that I go through a lot of shit, but in the end of the day, I come out stronger.
Yeah. Every day is new challenges.
Like, you ever seen that picture of like the wolf with arrows in his back?
Yeah.
And it's like life doesn't get easier, you get stronger. That's an accurate representation of how life is.
It was way simpler back then, though. Oh no. I could have been an 1800s farm kid who died of like some disease as soon as he was born.
Hey man, all I know is that back then I wouldn't have been able to find out a lot of information.
I mean,
Just because
that information would not matter.
You're right.
Back then, all they really had to do was survive. Now, we have to survive, but extra steps.
You have to survive, become famous, and make profit.
It's like playing Minecraft on like hardcore mode.
It is like playing Minecraft on hardcore mode. What the hell? Skeleton, what are you doing here? Don't touch me. Oh. Ah. Perfect. And Cal, I'm going to eat your udders. Let me partake. Ooh, okay. I don't know. I feel like everyone has their own little purpose. And like the fact that we weren't born back then means that our purpose is done back in the past and we have a bigger purpose now.
So you're saying unless third world?
I feel like we must be the world and then take over the world and destroy the world and then remake it.
I like that plan.
Yeah, world's our oyster, and we can basically make it into whatever we want to. Everyone else can too. You know, there's enough world to share around.
It's only not a cult, but like,
We're not a cult. We're totally not a cult, but like, you know, we kind of have cult vibes.
we are just a cool,
we're a cool following of people that are underestimated.
What? It's something with the T.
We're troubled youths with some truths.
Cool, underestimated, loving things. There we go. Not a cult.
Cool, underestimated, loving things. Yo, you're right. We're a cult, but we're not a cult. Cool, underestimated, loving things. That's great. That's gonna be I'm gonna make a sign for that and put that like under my little fucking door. That's gonna be amazing.
That's it.
God damn it. And the whole name of this podcast is called Positivity. Yo, this whole new interface is weird.
Yeah. I'm tight that they took out the XYZ levels on the map.
It's gay. I got an achievement. Can you guys see me typing? Yes, you can. C. I forgot what it said.
Cool.
Cool.
Imagine being rich and depressed. I'm gonna suck.
Cool, and I'm rich and depressed? How?
I don't know, man. Like, you have all the money can't buy you happiness sometimes.
Nah. I feel like if you're rich and depressed, you can just make yourself undepressed for like most short moments of time and then do that every single day.
Oh yeah. You can afford the medications.
You can afford all the medications, you can afford all of the small things and then all the little things on the side. I feel like if you're rich and depressed, or you can buy all the drugs in the world.
It's a fine line between like nature and man-defying nature.
Man-made. We kinda make, or we kinda widen the gap between human and nature. I feel like
ever since the Industrial Revolution, we just completely disobeyed all the laws of nature.
Yep. Because we forgot that we are a part of nature, and we keep trying to separate and destroy things around us to make us a little more comfortable and give us ourselves or a little part of like.
Can we save the world? Like, is it doomed?
I feel like if we keep, or if people like you and me make channels like this and kind of like reach out and talk to other people, I feel like we have a chance to like save the world.
It's I'm down to plant trees and down to like.
I'm down to, I already told you what I wanted to do in Edison. What I want to do in I told you as a senior prank for our school, I want to clean and plant flowers in the front of our school because it's really ugly and dirty. People throw trash there, and I want to clean it up and plant flowers there and like actually mow the lawn there. And if I get suspended for fucking cleaning, if I get suspended for cleaning, going out of my way to do something for the school, I swear to God, I better get like all the clout in the goddamn planet. Like seriously.
Bro, let's talk about clout. Come on, y'all giving the wrong people clout, and it's messing us up really bad.
That's a fact. It's true though. Like you guys gave 6ix9ine so much clout.
I mean, yeah, people like us, you know, we're just chilling. We're trying to make a better life for us and people around us in the future.
No, yeah, like we're trying to impact the small people so that we can all become one big thing. It's bigger than ourselves, you know?
So you're never alone. Always remember that.
Yeah.
You have yourself, and you are the strongest person ever.
And at the end of the day, the best company is your own company.
Yeah, so never let anyone, like, I don't even know what to say, but
Don't
never
let anyone make you feel less
mess
of
you up.
yourself. Yeah.
Less than you are.
Anyone that ever tries to bring you down is just jealous of you for not being
Everyone
as
who's
down as them.
flexing on you, it's only because they have, like, something wrong with them. Something bad with
Yeah.
them.
Everyone that flexes is like empty on the inside.
Yeah,
And they want to like kind of
they want
their
attention
reason
to
in
show
life
that
is to
they
have attention and to kind of have people look at them
they
and be
only want
like,
attention because we have like a purpose to do. We're trying to save the
yeah,
world.
like we want attention because we have like a message that we want to convey and we want you
Yeah,
guys to
we've been
interpret.
through a lot. We're just trying to help.
Yeah, like it's not like we're not going out of our way to kind of like we're not clout chasing. I feel like we're giving clout a reason to chase us. Yeah, that was fucking poetic. We're giving a clout a reason to chase us, basically. You know, we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot of pain, a lot of lessons, and I feel like, personally, my reason in life and what I make my reason in life, personally, is to kind of make sure no one ever really has to go through the pain that I went through. Like, if I can
Facts.
stop one
The
person,
purpose in life is to help the
yeah,
future.
if I can stop one person from going down the path that I went down, that's literally like that's enough for me, man. That's enough to literally give me like reason in life.
Just one person.
Because one person can literally affect another person. Like one life
That's
means a lot. Like me, man, you know how close I was. Like you know how many times I've been like off that noose, bro. Like how many times I've been close to just like kind of just tipping off that chair.
yeah, but you're here, man.
But I'm here, man. I'm alive. Here I am, smiling, laughing, and being more positive than I ever was before. Which couldn't have been possible if, like, you know, that would have happened. So everyone needs to understand that there always is the other side, you know?
Yeah, life puts you through a lot of tests. You just have to pass them.
And then, like, you gotta realize that you're gonna pass them one day.
Yeah.
Because, like, it may be difficult right now, and it may be painful, but you gotta realize, oh, that's a golden fucking zombie. You gotta realize that you only go through pain to grow. It's like physical pain. You physically
Yeah,
feel
so
it, and you see the
mental.
process and the progress. But when it's mental, you just feel it, and you don't see the progress, but you feel the progress.
And
But
if
you gotta
something
realize
keeps
that.
happening over and over, it's recognize the pattern and how to avoid it.
hmm You gotta recognize what you go through. You can't ignore repetition. Repetition happens
There's
for
always
you to be
something
able
to
to
resolve
notice it.
if you look close enough.
I mean, nothing happens for no reason. You may think it's not a reason, but you just haven't seen the bigger purpose. Like, when I realized that, it literally, like, cured my depression.
That's great.
When I realized that, like, everything kind of had a reason, and that like, nothing's really random, kind of made me, like, I don't know what the
Yeah,
hell that
so
was, but I made that noise, but with my head. um, like, I really found a calmness in myself. I was like, yo, I'm not a mistake. I'm not useless. I'm not a little, like, twig. I'm not a little number inside this big thing. You gotta give yourself a little purpose, you know? Like, a smallest bit of purpose, like, the 1% of purpose can make anyone happy. Because everyone's, like, really trying to find out the purpose of life. And I feel like,
purpose of life is there is none. You just have to live.
yeah, and I actually like have a good amount of back context to that. Like, I've personally been through like some trips and like a lot of things to the point where like I legitimately have met like I've seen and talked to some shit, and like I'm not trying to sound like a loony person and like have everyone like immediately be like, nah, we shouldn't be talking and listening to this guy. He's off of it. But like, I've legitimately been told like how to stay happy and like how to ignore like everything that's meant to distract me.
Yeah, because when someone really goes out of their way to bring down your happiness, it's because they're jealous of
Hmm. Like you don't know what kind of pain that person's been through for them to
you. Yeah,
like
so next time someone like insults you, just ask them
compliment
like,
them,
"Yo,
bro.
you okay?"
Just compliment them, bro. Like if someone ever insults you to the point where you're just kind of like, damn, that
Yeah,
was that
just like
necessary?
negativity, positivity.
Like, yeah, it's like fighting, or just exactly what he said, just fight negativity, positivity. Like I talked about it in my first video, like kind of being able to like change the negativity, and the reason that I made this whole channel to kind of be able to take all the negativity going around and kind of channel it through myself. And I want you guys to do that too. I want you guys to be kind of like antennas and like magnets and trees. I want you guys to be trees and take that quote unquote carbon dioxide, that negativity, and turn it into oxygen, that positivity.
Negativity is the fuel to succeed.
Hmm. We take that negativity and all we have to do is just convert it. And after we convert it, that positivity that we make fuels us. Because we know that we did that ourselves. Like, we know that we turned that negativity into positivity. And the more we do that, the more positivity is going to be around us. I killed that Enderman because he was trying to do negativity. Only positivity around here. Only big
Vibe
positivity.
check.
I vibe checked him. And like after I figured out that that's kind of how you have to live, like I haven't really been sad anymore. Like I've been helping people, like kind of being positive and like progressive. Like depression can't beat like um progressiveness. Like you can't be sad if you're also being progressive because you see yourself like doing stuff.
Yeah, you gotta keep yourself busy, or else like when you're home and not doing, that's when your thoughts get the best of you.
Yeah, when you are basically wasting your time or like just moping around, not doing anything, that's when like you get sad because you know that you could be doing a lot of better things at that time. Like your body wants you to be positive and progressive. Like you yourself are meant to be positive and progressive. It's just that you haven't realized it yet. You haven't
My
started
advice to
that.
any of you out there is to find something you love, do it.
Yeah. If you can find something that you like to do and keep doing it and just do that for the rest of your life, you've found the secret to life.
Yes.
As long as you're able to be progressive and be happy at the same time and be able to make a living from that, that's a life that you that's heaven right there. That's heaven on earth. You're not supposed to be living for the afterlife. You're supposed to be living for right now. Because what's the point of like preparing to die if you don't even know what's on the other side?
Yeah.
Like you gotta be prepared. Like, you can't just like for religious people out there, you can't just like because I actually know a good amount of religious people. Like it makes me sad like when I dead ass like because I have close friends of mine that are hella religious and like they have to do so much. Like they have to, I'm just like saying on the top of my head like there's one that in particular. I'm not saying any names. Like he went to church a lot, like almost. He didn't go every weekday, but he went like on certain weekdays a lot, and like he'd pray a lot. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with praying, but like he wouldn't be able to do certain things because of like his religion and stuff like that, and he wouldn't be able to hang out or have fun because of his religion. And like I was just kind of like, yo, that's fine and all, but like, are you happy? Like, do you genuinely believe in everything? Like, are you being forced into this? Because like, that's how a lot of people like fall into it. Like
Yeah, it's
a lot of
not
people
to
fall
be
into like their
influenced,
parents' religion.
push it on their children.
Yeah, and they push it upon their children because like, yo, we believe in this, blank, 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 blank. I don't care if you don't believe in it. This is what we think is true, and you're gonna believe it. You're gonna do this, and like a lot of kids don't even believe it. Like a lot of kids don't know what's going on, but they are forced to believe something that either doesn't make sense or like they have to force their like little brains to make sense. And I don't know, I feel like that's pretty ignorant for the fact that like a lot of these religions don't really have any backing. They don't really. I'm not saying all
There's
religions are bullshit, but I'm saying like they could be modified. All religions are made back
yeah,
when we
like
had
stuff
zero
could have been lost
information.
over the years, like traditions and all that
Like,
stuff.
you know, certain things are glossed over. I'm not saying that everything is bad. A lot of things, you know, that's just history, you know. A lot of things always get glossed over. It's how it happens. I just feel like we need to have a modern religion or one made more modernly. Something that doesn't like kind of leave one out. I feel like there needs to be one ultimate one where like kind of ties together everything and gives everyone the opinion or the ability to kind of just think on their own, you know? Like everyone I hate people having their like people think for them. Like why? Like why do you want someone else to think for you? Like that's the one thing in like your life that you have control over, your own opinion. Especially like some religious people, like not to bash on anyone, like they use God as their reasoning for everything. Like it's not bad, but it's kind of like, yo, you don't want to actually get the answer for these things, or you don't like I just, it's
Yeah,
like
to us it doesn't really make any
it
sense.
doesn't make any sense. Like it's like, oh, oh my god, I'm trying to find an example without fucking being a dickhead. Like I'm not trying to hate
Yes,
on anyone. Like, uh, they're like, oh, why do you not ask for I'm dead trying not to like be like dumb or like racist or like religious or anything. Um, be like, oh, why don't you ask for a raise or like stuff like sometimes they use that. Why don't you ask for a raise if it's like you do overtime, this and this, you do all your work, and you're like, if God like is if God is supposed to give me a raise, I'll get a raise or something like that. But like, I get that. I guess like the least crazy like extreme one, but like I've seen some pretty extreme levels. If you've heard of people that like are like, if I God is modern medicine, like if my child is sick, I have to like I'll pray for him to get better. Like what? Like no. Like we already have medication for that. Like we have medicine for that. Like God had people research this. Like God had people research this and
yeah,
like
like we said a long time ago, God was only here to like create medicine.
yeah, like God, if quote unquote God was here, like he was here to like give us the start and the push. Like everything else is up to us. Like come on now. If he really is the almighty creator as y'all say, like I already have my own
So
opinion.
much
Like
people suffering.
yeah, like why there's so much suffering and stuff like that. Like everyone has to take their own opinion, be their own God, you know? I feel like we got our initial push. I feel like we have to push everything else off ourselves and kind of like be our own people. Because I feel like even from when I was little, I noticed that like, you know, the handout phase of our life is over. Nothing is a handout anymore. Like we have to learn now anything that we want to be learned or like anything that we want to learn because like no one's gonna make us do homework now. No one's gonna. I'm sneeze. Yeah.
Bless you.
No one's gonna make us like sign up to college for college. No one's gonna make us get a job. No one's gonna make us like go to work. No one's gonna make us do our work. Like we have to choose to do that to want to like improve.
Speaking of college and jobs, I'm still stuck right now.
Oh yeah, I don't even want to talk about talk about it. um, like I'm trying to be an architect. I'm just trying to figure out the correct outlet for life, you know,
I
etc.
think I'm just gonna go to trade school because
That's what I'm doing.
right now technicians are in demand.
There's a lot of technicians, like, a lot of technician stuff in demand. It's a lot of chef. There's a lot of just jobs, period, in demand. Because, you know, after age, you know, eventually people die. People die, new positions are needed, newer people are needed. And you know, now, this new generation, because no one, I mean no one, actually trains themselves and no one applies themselves, I feel like it's another level of like survival of the fittest. Everyone that is able to look up from their phone and see what's going on and see like this quote unquote new world order of technology taking over everything are the people that are going to be able to survive and kind of like benefit off the pigs and off the sheep that kind of follow technology and dive into it a little deeper. But that's just my opinion.
Played big time.
Big played. And I personally, like, at one point I was like, I need to help these people and I need to like try to enlighten these people, kind of like not make them
Someone asking what to help themselves.
exactly like precisely. Like I can't really help them if they're not willing to like move past the level that I like show them. Like I can't peel back the eyes of someone who's not ready to open them, you know? Like it just doesn't work like that. So like that, I realized that everyone has their calling and like everyone just has their time. That's why some people are meant to be on top and some people are meant to be on bottom, because not everyone is going to be self-aware about what's going on in life. Like everyone can see through their eyes, everyone can feel with their fingers, but not everyone can realize that we all see and we all feel and we all live this mysterious life that no one understands. And the critical thinkers like that are the ones who actually get stuff done and actually like become progressive and become followed and listened to because they can think outside the box. Like they're so much outside the box. Like they're so outside the box they made the box.
Like, sheep than woke people right now.
Mhm.
You say in the woke people, they try to help, but then they don't help anyone anymore because people don't want to be helped.
Yeah, like they don't want to be helped, and they're like confused and stuff, and they ask for help over and over again. They're like, oh, why this, why that, and why? But they're like,
woke people just isolate themselves from the rest of the world
mhm.
because they feel like nobody understands them.
Yeah, they feel like they're not understood, but in reality, like the woke ones are the ones that are understood the most by the other ones. It's just that the ones who don't understand anything. Like they're not meant to understand. It's like a different language, you know? It's like you being in Germany and then some German person saying something to you. You're not supposed to understand it. They thought you were a foreigner. They thought you were from there. If they said something to you and you don't understand, they're obviously be like, whoa, he's not from here. I'm gonna talk to someone else. Or I'm gonna need to translate and say something different. Like you're not supposed to understand what they're saying. But if you're like you live somewhere or like you're from that certain area, you share certain traits, you know, you understand what they're saying for the fact that like you've been around people like that or you know their language. But I guess some people, like woke people, from the environment they grew up, like all the negativity around them, I feel like that's how woke people exist. Like that's how they're made. Like they're put through pain and shit, and then they just are grown isolated and they think to themselves, and overthinking leads them to just becoming depressed or becoming a little more negative, and that little more negativity leads them to go down the path that me and you went, or just a lot of people. It's that negative like path that is kind of risky for the fact that a lot of people don't get out of it alive. Rest in peace to everyone who committed suicide and like took their own life along the way.
To point out that statistically speaking, men are four times more likely to commit suicide than women.
They are. That's because they
males feel like they can't really talk to their problems to anyone.
yeah, because males are seen as the kind of the gender that aren't supposed to show emotions. They're kind of the ones that are depended on to be like
emotions probably more than anyone else. Humans.
I feel like
We just
males
don't
feel
show
more
it.
emotions than females, to be quite honest.
We just don't show it because our outside shell is like the strongest thing about us.
Yeah, like we're so like tuned from birth to like just not like show
Yeah, like we
emotion.
don't really want to bother anyone like about our feelings, to be
It's
honest.
exactly like I remember when I was little, like I'd always see like the girl just like crying, like middle class and shit like that, doing the most, like oh my god, and this and like they would, I don't know, like they would just like be over dramatic, if you know what I mean, right?
If you actually see a man, like a grown man crying, you know something seriously
Yo,
happened.
if you see a grown man crying, his wife died, his house burnt down, his like he's been holding it in for days, months, bro. Like if you see a man cry, bro, he like trust me, he tried holding it in. He's still probably trying to hold it in as you're watching him, bro. Like we don't like to show emotions for the fact that when a male shows emotions, we feel weak.
Perceived as weak.
Like we feel like we're gonna be taken advantage of. Like the second we show emotional like weakness, we feel like another person's gonna like just swoop in and then like never see us as the same person again. Because then they're like, oh, this person's weak, he cries at this, and like, oh, he's not as
Strong.
powerful or strong as like we once thought. And like for some people who like are in the background or like who don't really have friends and stuff like that or just aren't popular or don't talk to a lot of people, their self-image upon other people is the only thing they have. So the second they break down and that self-image that they have of themselves breaks down, they have nothing. And that's bad, you know? Because after like your ego kind of dies, you know? After your ego kind of dies, you're just kind of like in that state that you're just like, wow. And like you're just left thinking. It's not bad though. I feel like any man that has cried has become more of a man because of it.
Facts.
Like any man that's cried in public, like I'm pretty sure like every man's cried in public at least once. Just that not a lot of people have caught it or like he's hit it and shit like that. But
Didn't pay attention to us.
yeah, like you, if any man that's cried like in public has either like had one of like a few experiences. Either the one that's like, oh my god, people actually care, or this and shit, and they're like actually telling me to stop, or it's like,
He's just
damn,
thinking about his whole life.
he's thinking about his whole life and he's just kind of like shutting everyone out. Or the third one, which is kind of like, damn, no one gives a fuck. I just, life is just empty and like, it doesn't matter how sad I am. Because I need to make myself happy because no one cares about how sad I am. That's the one that I kind of personally ran across. And like, it spiraled me down like a dark path until like I kind of realized that I was like, yo, it's not bad. The fact that no one cares
Feels.
if I'm sad, if no one cares if I'm happy, just means that I should be happy because no one gives a fuck except for me. If no one cares other than me, why should I care what other people's opinions are towards my emotions and happiness? Just boom, cured of depression right there. Like, there's no need for this stupidity in Earth.
I feel like we need to reset and create a new world.
Low key, right? Um, well, it's been a nice talk, nice chat, good broadcast, and I feel like we got a lot of points down.
Yeah.
Now, last point I want to make is think for yourself. Have your own opinion. Like legitimately, like I feel like you can be as negative as possible.
That's
You could,
the best thing to do nowadays.
yeah, you could be as negative as
Express your
possible. as dickhead as possible, like as blank, as open, as truthful as possible. As long as it's your opinion, like your own opinion, you can back it up with like your idea instead of something that you heard. Like, for example, there's this one kid in my science class. I'm not gonna say any names, but anyone that's just next to me knows exactly who I'm talking about. And I think only like 2 people sit next to me, so those 2 people know who he is. I don't know where. Well, he is a sped kid. Like, I'm not gonna go crazy on him, but he does like. He just absorbs information like a damn sponge. He was talking about the YouTube algorithms and stuff like that, and he was saying how like, oh my god, how the content creators on the YouTube platform are just dying, cause how YouTube is basically taking the demonetization and not caring about the people and the content creators behind the. He took that exact tone. I was like, son, shut up. I'm not talking to you, first of all. Second of all, I've seen those statistics. You've probably just listened to someone say that on the channel and you're spewing that back towards me. Because I've seen them talk about that. And like, they've directed like they actually like directed the problem more like directly. But this kid's beating around the bush, just kind of literally saying what he's like hearing. Like you can tell when someone is full of BS. Like you can tell when someone is like saying something they just heard and they don't believe in. Like when you start asking them like further things upon it, they're just like, well, I don't know, but like like I heard this and I feel this, and like and they're just like, but why though? It's like, I just feel like it just isn't. Like, no, that's not how it works. Like, where did you hear this? Like what actually caused this, and like how is this impacting like creators, and like how has this actually been like blank cause?
Racism is taught too.
Yeah, like, yo, this is how racism is taught. Like,
or like baby, wherever you're the most vulnerable to ideas.
You're a sponge. You're basically like that kid right there, because he was innocent. He's just an innocent kid. Like, he's fine, like, he's smart and stuff like that, but because he was watching that stuff on YouTube and those videos, that's the only thing he talks about now. He doesn't shut up about that. Like, he's really influential to what he hears, and like the fact that he heard that is like, that's what he's saying now. That's how like racism and like prejudices are made. Like, you gotta realize what you're saying.
You gotta think for yourself. Unless someone has a valid point, then you can join them.
And even if they have a valid point, you better make sure you understand and believe that point. You better believe and understand that point, not just follow it blindly.
You gotta understand it fully.
Yeah, because if you follow it blindly, what are you following? His idea or the person?
Person.
Exactly. You can't just be following that. That's how cults and gangs and shits, like, that's how all that dangerous, like, dumb stuff is made.
Hey, we're not a cult, man.
We're cool, understanding, loving things. And we understand our ideas, and we understand what our message is. So technically, we're not a cult. We're a cult that's not a cult. We're the uncultist cult's cult. Like the unsocial social club.
Oh yeah, antisocial.
Antisocial social club. We're the uncult cult.
They're the biggest sheep. Clothing
people. Well, hype beasts, well yeah, they're just clothes. Cool, underestimated, loving things.
And the clothes are probably very cheap to make. Just because you put on the logo on it, it makes it go up in value by like 1,000.
Yeah. Life isn't just worth so much more than that, you know? Like, because if you work a 9-to-5 job, like, you have to realize that you can only work so much in your lifetime, and that you are limited. Like, if you work a physical job, physical labor job, you gotta realize that they're only gonna keep you around as long as you're physically able to do their work. And that period of time is a length of time. That length of time, you'll get paid the same amount for that same amount of time, or that amount of time, and then boom, you have a cap on how much you're able to make in your lifetime. That means your lifetime has a worth of money on it, which means you have a price on your life. You want a price on your life?
No, I want to be my own boss.
I want to be my own boss, live my own life, and be happy. Like, I don't want my life to have a price on it. That's why if you're gonna do a job and live 9 to 5 by, or like just live the 8-hour job.
You're not making money, bro. You're making your boss money.
Yeah, like your boss is profiting off you, and like if you're gonna do your job like that, at least you gotta like love your job. Like you have to be like behind it, cause in the end of the day, like
I would do like that. I don't know. Maybe Dave and Buster's.
Dave Busters. That's a fact. Like I'd be chilling. Like I don't even care if I'm making minimum wage with Dave Busters. I'd be like, hey, you had a fun day at Dave Busters. Give me your tickets. Oh, it looks like you had this many tickets, and you just gotta keep a fast smile on your face, like, you know. Like just because you're working doesn't mean like you are working. Like you can make work fun, and when you make work fun, it's not work anymore.
It's a living thing.
Oh my god, I actually have a viewer.
Oh man, it's the government.
No, it's someone called In Closing. But even bosses have bosses. Oh damn, he's right though. Even bosses do have bosses.
That's true.
Like people that you gotta be your own boss. You gotta be the boss of your own life, to be quite honest. Like you can't let someone boss you around and tell you what to do, and like it just goes back to just having someone else like just opinion your life. Like if you have someone just opinion life like that, you're gonna always live in like a mindset of wanting to do something instead of doing it. Like I had a friend that always I had a friend that lived yeah, I'm Justin from 27. Oh shit! Yo! Yeah, that's my fucking boy from 217, bro. I went on the school bus with him, that ass. Oh, that's crazy. Yes, I have become a YouTuber. I've become a streamer now, Justin. And I'm currently like on my way up. This is my second video. It's my first broadcast, or like first broadcast in like a minute. And I'm actually like getting my message out here, feel me? I got an Elgato already, but I need a better computer to use it. So I'm gonna just fundraise for a little bit, do my thing, and do that. Like I'm gonna fund myself. Like this YouTube thing, like I'm gonna fund it myself, to be quite honest. Like it's more of like a hobby than it really is like a chore. And I want to, cause I'm not doing it for like money or anything, to be honest. If it comes out of it, yo, I'd be great and shit. But like,
it's just for the general purpose.
I'm doing it for the purpose of being able to kind of spread a message, you know? If I get to spread a message and have at least one person understand the message and like see it the way that I see it, or see it in the way that they interpret it, and interpret it in a positive way at least, I'll be happy. And like my like literally like my whole like creation of this YouTube channel will have meaning behind it, and I'll be happy with that. I'll be fine with spending like 3 years on like this channel with 0 subscribers, but if I can make one person happy, and I can cure one person of depression, or like at least have one person to relate to what I went through, and have them kind of like turn around or like realize that they're not alone, like yo, this will be for something. This will be for something instead of nothing. God damn it, I died.
What was that sound?
Ah, damn it, I died.
Do you know where your stuff is, at least?
I have zero clue what my shit is, to be quite honest, but I didn't have a lot of important stuff. Ah, damn it. God damn it. But, yeah, I had a friend that was always living for tomorrow, and he said he'd be happy after he'd be happy after he did this, and he would be happy after he did that, and he was never happy, you know? He was always saying how he would be happy, and then in the end, he ended up saying that he'd be happy after he died. And he was never happy as he lived, you know? And I feel like that's no way to live. Because if you just live for a better tomorrow instead of a better today, you'll never be happy with what you have. You'll never be, like, grateful. That's why a lot of people, like, go broke or, like, kind of get money. Like, people get money to, like, make themselves feel better, like, get materialistic items because they think that, yeah, they feel like that materialistic item that they get is gonna make them, like, feel 100% better, or, like,
and they're like, well, this is it. This is all.
yeah, it's like, this is, that's a fact. It's like, this is all my effort, all that time that I put into this, just there. That hour, like I'm saying, that time of your life will, like, that, how much time and, like, how many hours you wasted of your life will go into that money. And, like, you're gonna see the equivalence of how many hours you put into what you got, and then you're gonna be like, damn, this is really all it is. And then you're gonna feel that emptiness and, like, that quietness of life, and you're gonna be like, wow, what truly, like, the meaning behind life. And, like I'm saying again, the meaning of life is to make your own meaning.
Cheating in a video game. You feel me?
Yeah. How is it cheating like a video game?
Cheating in a video game, you get bored quicker. And then you're like, damn, new world.
New world. But you can't do that in real life. You can't just new world this shit. Gotta do a little bit, gotta either get to that rock bottom and get back up. You can't just start a whole new world. Sadly, is not how it works right now. If I could just hit the fucking good old reset button on my life, damn. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be pretty handy.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have smacked it a good minute ago, but then I would have missed out on all the opportunities that I've put into my life right now. Like, I wouldn't have ever made this channel. I wouldn't have ever made, like, this video. I wouldn't have ever met certain people that I met in, like, the period of time that I would have clicked that reset button, because I know for a fact I would have clicked that bitch a while ago. Like, when the second I would have found out that there was a fucking reset button, I would have been like, what? Reset button? I would have clicked that shit so fast.
It's good to struggle, because in the end, when you're not struggling anymore,
you can see that you're not struggling. Because you need to see bad in order to recognize good.
it's true.
Because if you do nothing but see bad in your life,
Yeah, you have to see both sides of the spectrum.
it's like yin and yang. And then once you see, like, the yin and yang in life, like, you kind of see the connection. You know, it's actually crazy how we go to school for, like, 16 years and then we work for the rest of it. Exactly, right? Like,
Yeah,
they put into our minds the idea of a, like, work, like a work balance, or like a quote unquote a work lifestyle, when I feel like it should be more of like it shouldn't be like that at all. It should be more like you have a good life to be able to, like, kind of work. You should have a good life so you can work productively and happily, instead of working so that you can live happy.
like, you should already be happy, no matter.
Yeah. You should already be, like, happy as you're, like, trying to work, because yeah, because your life impacts, like, how your work regimen is. Like, if you're not happy at home, how are you going to be happy in school? If you're not happy in school, or you're not happy at home, how are you going to be happy at work? Like, if you don't have a happy background,
That's something else.
bro, you can't be happy at school first. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know, bro. Like, we need a.
Unless you have your friends, but after that, just
It's interaction. It's like relation. Like the fact that
Yeah.
we all suffer. Like that's what makes school low key
Essentially, what
fun.
school is, it's getting us ready to like interact.
It's getting us ready for the real world. Low key. Low key.
Low key, but not
Low
really.
key, not really,
Still,
but like we'll say that it is for like the purpose of making sure kids don't drop out after listening to this. Like it helps in a sense, but it could definitely be doing better. Let's say that.
yeah, it's the easy mode of the real world, to be honest.
It's the
It's like
easiest
college
easy
really
mode.
prepares you to, because you have to do stuff like all the time. All that stuff. You don't get no second chances.
Exactly. The fact that we all suffer makes it fun. I'm telling you, the fact that we can all suffer in school and we relate to this, like, that's what
It's
makes it
just like,
fun.
yo, you ask someone if they did the homework yet, they're like, yo, I didn't do it.
And then you're
And
like,
then you get that smile.
ah!
Why did I do it?
Exactly, like, it's a fucking mood. Like, when no one does the homework and, like, you're mad scared and you're mad paranoid, but then the second that one person says, nah, I didn't do it either, everyone gets late. Everyone's like,
Everyone's just
ah! Everyone just gets loud and rowdy. Like, yeah, no one did that homework. We lit. We all about to catch a zero. And then it turns that negativity into, like, a relation. And then, like, you can relate. And then that thing that everyone's, like, able to relate on becomes straight positivity.
it's beautiful, truly.
It's like, that's really, like, that's beauty right there. It's fucking beautiful. Like, I wish a lot more things were like that. Like, if restaurants are like that, like, it's like, I got the spaghetti over here. You look around, hey, you got spaghetti over there too? Ooh, what is up,
Moments like
my
that where you
boy?
relate to someone else.
Yeah, like, I feel like that relation, because I the same thing at the party, the New Year's party, I made a friend because me and him both had masks. I had an orange one and he had a blue one.
Now,
And
yo,
boom.
next time I see somebody and be like, yo, you're human, I'm human, let's be friends.
Yo, I'ma fucking do that. I'm going to fucking do that. Like, not a female, because, like, I don't know what's wrong with females. Like, if you say some shit like that, if you're just trying to be, like, a friend with, like, a female in general,
Everybody's the same with me. It's just that we've met like a lot of
it's certain
not
people that, like, change your characteristics or, like, kind of perception of people, you know?
we're still waiting for those like exceptions to come to us.
Yeah, we're still waiting for the people to change our ideas on other people. It's like, you might only know, like, dickheads named Brian your whole life, but then, you meet this one guy who's pretty cool, and, like, his name is Brian, and you're like, damn, your name is Brian? I guess I can't say that I only know dickhead Brian's now, because I know this one cool Brian, like, boom. That one interaction changes the whole web of, like, just the whole web of ideas, you know? Like, I be saying this like, a lot, and, like, everyone just ignores me when I say it. Like, everyone just thinks I'm a fucking crackhead, and, like, I'm too high, or, like, oh, yeah, this kid took too many shrooms, or, like, yeah, he's been off of it. But, like, I say, yo, every single person that you meet is a key. Like, any single person, any interaction with anything is like a whole seed. It's a seed. And why would you, like, break a seed? Like, why would you break, like, a growing plant before you see what it can bloom into?
Exactly.
That's every single interaction in your life. Every single interaction in your life is a little seed that you're planting. Any action you do towards life is you planting a seed in like a memory that can possibly happen, or like an action that can happen in the future. Each person you meet is a web. That person has their own friends, their own connections, their own group, and everything.
Just
Everything that
branches
you
of
have in your life, any branch, any connection, like all the majority, like, important things in your life, they have important things just like that going on in their life. All it takes is one person, one, like, genuine person that you meet, for you to literally have your life flipped around on his back. Meet new connections, break old connections. Literally, one person, there's millions of people everywhere, and you walk across a person every single day, like, as you're going somewhere. Of course, you just see people everywhere. One person, one interaction with one person, it's all it takes for you to have your whole life changed. And that's why I go out of my way to, like, just be, like, interactive and be kind and kind of like just be like social, you know, because like you don't know what kind of information or what kind of interaction you're gonna get from another person. It could be
You never
completely.
know what each day has lined up for you.
Mm-hmm. It can be completely positive. It can be completely negative. It can be just the most beautiful interaction in your whole life.
And all of
Like,
them are to teach you lessons.
like
Learn.
I had this one interaction on the train where I was going somewhere because, like, of course, I go a lot of places. I was going somewhere, and I was just sitting like I was standing in the corner of the train, and everything was packed. And then there's a lady and a man with their baby, and if they're listening or they ever get to listen to this, they know exactly who they are. They were chilling and they were just talking about antidepressants. They were talking about Wellbutrin and Zoloft. And they were talking about how, oh, blank, 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 Zoloft makes me drowsy, and how this, and this, I don't know, I need to see if I need to change the dosage of this, or maybe if I go on to this one, it will make me feel different, and this. And I was listening to everything, and I was like, oh, I was on antidepressants. Like, I've seen, like, the symptoms, I've felt the symptoms, and I've, like, messed with, like, dosages and stuff like that, and I've been prescribed on both of them. Blank, blank, and blank, this, and this. And I'm like, I can literally help them, like, understand a little more, and I can just help, period. And then I had that thought, and, like, it was me, my creative social side coming out, but this was a little earlier, like, it's like
Yeah.
a week ago. This was still me, like, breaking out of my shell after, like, a lot of things that's happened recently. Like, I'm still growing socially right now. Like, me making this video right here and, like, just doing a lot of things that I'm doing right now is me breaking out socially and literally creating a new life for myself. I had that thought, and which was me still trying to break out of my shell, and then, like, I had my other, like, self, like, the other half, just kind of be like, bro, you don't know who they are. You don't know who they are. Like, you don't know if they're not gonna want you to contribute to the conversation. Like, what if you walk up and say, like, oh, excuse me, I just couldn't mind overhearing, and they're like, yo, mind your business. Like, why are you,
Yeah, this
like,
is New York.
it's New York. Like, yo, why are you being nosy?
Life is way
Like,
different here than anywhere else, I would say.
it really is, because, like, it's so, like, fast paced over here. Everyone has
It's
somewhere
like
to
a
go.
struggle.
Like, everyone's killing each other to make a fast dollar. Like, that's literally what it is in New York. Like, you literally, a guy could die on the street, die on mid street, like, I'm talking about like Times Square death, like, pass out, couldn't breathe, blank, 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 whatever. Everyone would just walk around them before someone would be able to fucking call the ambulance. Like, that guy would pass out like mid, like, walking down the street. Everyone would walk by, and I can guarantee you minimum 5-10 minutes could pass by before anything happens. And, like, I've seen shit like this happen before too, so, like, I can
Yeah, I know
confidently
how
say
it
this.
sometimes. That's
Like
why you
people,
have
like,
to do everything while you're alive.
yeah, like, people around the world, like, other states, like, they don't, they can hear this, and some people won't believe it. Like, some people be like, why? Like, no, of course, like, what human being? Like, if I see this happening in front of me, or this happens right next to me, like, of course I'm gonna do something, or at least I'm gonna try to do this and then continue on. Like, no. In New York, like, yo, get out my way. What are you doing? Like, that's it. It's like, yo, I got an appointment here and here. I gotta be here, here, and here. Yo, I'm about to miss my
I'm always
train.
busy.
Like, it's
Busy, like, living
it's
my life.
schedule, it's timing. It's I gotta be somewhere by this time, this time, this time. You're gonna make me this minutes late. I don't have time to deal with you. It's all about time. Time is money in New York, and time is valuable. And remember, money is like, if you live in that
If you
nine to
really
five
think about
job,
it, money is just a piece of paper.
it is a piece of paper. Remember, it's not what you
It only
get.
has value because someone says it does.
hmm Money only has value because it has something, like, held behind it, has some kind of guarantee behind it. Without the guarantee of something behind money, money would be useless. You can't eat money.
I mean, technically, I don't think there is anything backing the US dollar.
It
No
is
dollars,
the
bills.
promise of gold, but, like, I don't think that. I don't know how it works right now, because I know
USD
that.
is dead right now.
Oh, we're in. Ooh. We're the big boy debt right now. Big boy debt. Well, we should just. I don't understand why don't we do like just take all of Trump's money like pay off a debt, you know?
Debt per citizen, $70,000. Debt per taxpayer, $187,000.
And the fact that like the reason we're in debt is not even our own fault. Like,
Yeah,
it's really
it's
not.
the president's. Like, and whenever a president gets into office, foreign policies aren't so good. They'll just get us into debt.
They're like, oh, I'm sorry, I just got to do this.
Who really, yo, which genius had the idea of, like, yo, this guy should run all our lives and make every decision for us? Who really, which one of y'all dumbass
What
people?
dumbass said that instead of like a democracy? Who said that a
I
democracy
understand
needed
George
one
Washington
person?
probably, like, oh, he's a cool guy, he should run our country, sure. But, like, after that, I don't think,
Yeah, after that, hello,
facts.
I don't
Because he
think it's,
actually did something for y'all. But what are our presidents doing for us? Messing our life up.
yeah.
Just
I
the
feel
truth.
like we should be able to throw a mutiny, and I know there's a legal way to actually overthrow the government. It's literally in the
Yeah,
Constitution.
it's in the no, what is it? No, it's in the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, it's in the Declaration of Independence. We're legally able to overthrow the government. So anyone that listens to this, like,
We just need
distance,
the weapons, but we don't even need weapons, to be honest. Our words are weapons
yeah.
sometimes.
You're forgetting that we've broken out of, like, a big country before. Like, we've broken away from Britain. If we had another, like, thing like that, we could break apart from America. We could make our own little country, you know?
Exactly, and we can be better in America, yo.
Like, we can make a better... Yo, we can go to space, yo! Come on. Y'all don't want to go to space?
Rich
All we
people
gotta
are
do...
already trying that.
They are trying, We don't got bread for that. We can kick them out of America. You can put them into
Who says
space,
we
you know?
need bread? Money is nothing, it's just lies.
Money is just the promise of something behind it. If we just, like,
We just
fucked
need
up
resources
the...
and
If we just
knowledge.
either fucked up the currency or we, like, just broke apart in a large enough group, we could all kind of create some kind of, like, side
Safe
culture.
place.
Some safe haven, or... Have you ever heard Earth House? Earth Home? Basically, like, a renewable home where all you really need in, like, the world is your house, because you have energy like from solar panels that you made on your house. Then you got like water being filtered throughout your house to like rain collection, all that stuff, right? And then you got plants and the gardening in the back, so like you're just living in your own house. You don't have to really go anywhere because you produce your own food. If we just had enough like people break apart and do something like that, we can make our own little hippie culture.
That would be us.
Like people already do that. There's a hippie culture like that in somewhere in Denver, the forest of Denver,
It's lit.
or was it Denver? Which state legalized mushrooms? Cyclobin.
I think it was, yeah.
Denver,
Colorado.
right? Colorado or fucking Denver, one of those two. They
Colorado.
have.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know, man. I don't know my geography, but
They didn't teach us anything.
yeah, our teachers didn't teach us anything except for like what a map looks like. Um,
Facts.
um, yeah, but like that's just how it is. They have a little hippie culture over there because they all took mushrooms, or they all like this is prior. They all were
I'd
hippies
like to
before.
visit them and interview them.
Well, if I ever get the chance to like actually travel and stuff like that, and this becomes big, I'll
You know we're
gladly do
going there
that.
together, though. We're going there.
Definitely. I feel like this channel has really big potential.
Potential.
It has
Be ready.
really big potential. Like the amount of positivity that we're putting out
This
there,
is the future. You're looking at it.
we're literally looking at the future right now. You
Just
just
close
keep,
your minds.
yeah,
Close your eyes and open up your minds.
we just keep
That's all we
putting
ask.
our ideas out here. We got this. Like I have this
If
whole
this is
other.
like lost in history, then someone finds it and they make the perfect civilization with it.
Yeah, like if
Without
anyone in the future like looks back at this information and they just listen to it, they'll just be like, "Whoa, these people,
they onto something.
they were onto something. They knew something that every other like human kind of ignored. They could have cleaned the world. They could have actually did something if all they did was pay attention." Like at one point, we're gonna turn this because we're gonna turn it into like a vlogging, gaming, literally like this channel is gonna be everything.
Little bit of everything.
We're gonna be like a Renaissance channel, Renaissance man of YouTube.
Bring in some culture.
We're gonna make everyone like kind of feel bad for not doing everything. Instead of just gaming, we'll do gaming and then a little bit of this, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of this, a little bit of reacting, a little bit of tutorials, a little bit of playthroughs, a little bit of drawing, painting, what's my life, what's your life, and then interviews, you know? Everything. And with that, you know, it's just literally nothing but positivity on this channel. And who doesn't like to be a part of positivity? Who wouldn't want to be part of a YouTube family that inspires to be the most positively influencing like community out there?
I don't want to say their name though.
Oh, you don't want to. I know, but like, hey man, everyone else, you know, everyone else that wants to be a positive change. We just gotta show everyone how positive we are, and everyone's gonna be like, damn, they're positive.
Yeah.
Like, you're forgetting I have a whole little vlogging camera. The next video we're gonna make is probably gonna be like a little vlog about how we go out and like
How to make friends.
we make friends and how we interact with
Actually,
people.
I want to do that. See if I have skills to make friends.
I'm down to do that. We need to buy a little Bluetooth mic to put on close so we can have the audio for that. That's it.
Yeah.
As soon as we have that, we can probably go wild.
Fact.
Cause
See
like
the
that, we
experiments.
yeah.
You could
Or in exchange of that, for right now, we can just use like a phone with audio as like a mic, but like that's a little bootleg.
so sometimes you have to do.
It's a little bootleg, but it'll work. I just need to transfer the audio files into video. But I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just swimming in this boat. I died like 3 times and I lost everything, and I've given up.
Nah, you can rebuild.
I've given up, Danny.
Granted,
I'm across the world. You can look at your map. I'm gone.
I see that, but still, do not give up.
I'm across the world. I am
The
adventuring.
world never ends.
Exactly, I'm gone. I am venturing in my own hippie culture, making my own cult.
I mean, we had our own village.
But I need to spread my like real life. This is like me. This is a physical representation of my YouTube channel. Me taking my ideas and going on the run to spread my ideas elsewhere. This boat is my YouTube channel, and everywhere around me is you guys. All these islands are my audience that I can possibly land on.
I mean, you're not just gonna step all over them, are you?
What? Why would I stop? No. I'm saying that
Because
all of the land is new possibility for cultivation on a new civilization. We can build something new on the land that's empty. You know, that's what I meant. Not walking over them.
I
God damn it!
see the connection.
Now you see the connection.
I was uneducated. Thank you for correcting me.
I enlightened you, and now I'll enlighten everyone else on this channel with my stick. I have a stick that I'm gonna just beat all the animals with. And like, I'm gonna beat them and I'm be like, ah, boom, you're now self-aware. It's the self-aware stick.
Stick of truth.
The South Park stick of truth. I'm still glad. That one viewer though, Justin, you know, I don't know. I didn't
Yeah,
expect for him to. Yo, he's a, you know, he's a whole YouTuber, right? He's a whole Fortnite YouTuber. He has like actual big following.
that's all it.
So he's chilling. Like he's been doing his thing. But like the fact that
It's nice that
like
you came to check up on you.
that's a fact. The fact that he's like he actually pulled up out of nowhere. You know, he like did his
Like,
like.
yo, wait, Brandon's up, buddy. You here?
Like I don't know even know how he got on here. Like I know he's like be doing like his little recording stuff. Maybe he saw that I was recording also and he popped up and was like, yo. I don't know. Whatever the case was, I'm glad he popped up and checked up on us, you know. He left some comments, some positive feedback, and like I said, like one person, that personally, like that made a.
Person can change the world.
Oh damn! He just texted. He's gonna get back into. You should get back into it. Should get back into it. Definitely. You know, we should do some collabs. You know, build this positive empire together. You know, I got some positive messages I could put on the Fortnite. You know. Got some friends who actually got one friend who's like a heavy Fortnite player who he could probably low-key do scrims with us and probably win like every single time.
Not have Fortnite installed.
We can make Danny play some Fortnite. We'll force
I'll
Danny to
play it
play some Fortnite.
sometimes. Very rare. Not that good at it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the fact that we got at least, you know, one person, Justin, right here, the fact that one person tuned in, I feel pretty honored. Not gonna lie. Like, low-key. Yeah, and he just sent me a message, read chat too. He sent me a minute ago, I just read it. I didn't even know who it was, like, I'm not gonna cap. I just thought it was a random person. Like, a random person would have been like, yo, shit, it's a whole random person interacting. Like, I feel like it's someone that I knew. It's still, it was the same message. I mean, I feel like,
Our usual.
what's your username? Yeah, my username is Trollboss206, and my YouTube channel is, Mr. Camera.
It's still 100.
I mean, if you look up Trollboss206, you'll find my channel.
But
I think it should pop up. Yeah, if you look up Trollboss206, Mr.
yeah.
Camera is still gonna pop up. Yeah, because that was my original thing. It says that I'm live right now. My friend was saying how we can find hippie cults in the warm climates of of the United States. That's where they live in the forest and they grow their plants. Oh damn! It just said that you subscribed to me. Good job. I appreciate it.
Channel intro.
Like I didn't know that I got notifications when people subscribed.
And all you do.
I'm not gonna lie, I went from 25 subscribers to 28 or 29 now.
Yeah.
29. Oh damn! Like I almost went a whole 5 subscribers up in one day. I feel pretty happy. I still feel like, oh damn, wait, I got 5 views on my first video already. Alright. I see you. I see you. I am famous now, as they say. I'm dying! Fuck this shit! I don't wanna play! I've died so many times with all this shit.
We can make another world war.
I want to make the world.
Yeah, you can make the world.
I want to make the world, alright. God damn it. It shouldn't end the podcast, or it shouldn't end the podcast. It shouldn't, right?
No.
Yeah. Ugh. Oh, my channel is also gonna be like about information and stuff, you know. So I'm gonna be basically talking about how to learn skills in life. Oh, Danny just died. He left the party. That was great. And like, you know, I'm gonna teach hydroponics in like a little section. I'm gonna teach how to
And network problems.
oh damn, at least you're back. I was explaining how in my channel I'm gonna explain how hydroponics work, and I'm gonna teach everyone a little bit of something along the way. Danny, you alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, my channel is not just gonna be about positivity. It's gonna be about learning, and I'm gonna teach people how to make money.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be such a positive influence that if I ever get assassinated, the assassinator is gonna like feel.
You're gonna start a damn riot without being here. They're gonna be
I'm,
like, yo, they killed our people.
it, that's a fact. It's like it's